here. Let's get into it. Phoenix versus Denver. Damn, DeAndre Ayton,
We
man.
set it up. We set it up. What is it?
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Woo, them Valley Boys is on fire. Let me tell you.
105 in Phoenix, Arizona right now.
Is it really?
And you know why? The fucking Suns are here. They have multiple Suns in that fucking town. I'm talking, oh, man. DeAndre Ayton putting out, shutting down Nikola Jokic, doing his thing. Not shutting him down, but
he contained him very well.
Doing a lot. Even Nikola Jokic had to say something about that as well. So he said he really guards me very well here. So during this series, he is shooting 22 points on 43% shooting, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. 3 assists for Nikola Jokic. Damn. 3 assists. The main guy, the main like quarterback of that team. You know what I mean?
The recent MVP winner.
Recent. MVP.
Shout out Jokic, by the way.
It's tough. And then DeAndre Ayton heard about the comments and praised him a lot as well, speaking about how he's the major force on that team. So it just is really humbling to
off
hear
the dome real
that.
quick. Did you see his possible summer extension?
Who? DeAndre Ayton or Jokic? No.
$241 million.
Did he make?
He would have the highest contract extension ever.
Well, I think that's actually going to be Luka Doncic.
You think Luka would beat him? Because I'm just going off. I'll send it to you later.
Jokic is up.
Yeah,
for,
they said Jokic this summer
contract?
would have he's up for an extension. So they said that he would sign the fattest fucking extension at $241 million this summer.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
That's crazy, right?
But Luka's gonna sign the like super max too. Apparently,
of course.
Too.
No, of course.
But I don't know. I think that he has to put in. So Jokic, of course, has more years into the league. So I think that he's up to that next extension, the extension of the extension. Whereas Luka's a first extension. But no, like, does he deserve it? Yeah. What the fuck?
Of course he does.
Yeah.
No,
so
I was definitely not
crazy.
trying to justify saying that. Yeah, 241, bro. 241.
All right, but
first year $44.5 million.
The Suns, though, this matchup. Man. What do you think? You're watching it so far. Your first impressions. What have been like the biggest, X factors or something like that?
Hey, if Chris Paul is on the court, off the court, around the court, in the locker room, Chris Paul has honestly been like the dude to really rally the troops together, to light the fire under DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker's ass so that they both start putting out, bro. I mean, it plays a lot. It's definitely a lot of Devin Booker just showing his ass on everybody, but dog.
Is the camera on both of us or just on you?
Now it's on both of us.
You've been doubting Chris Paul since the beginning of the season, dog.
Hey, man, I take it all back.
That's all I needed.
I take it back.
We need
Man, you really shitting on me today, man.
Dog, we need to own up.
I know we do.
We need to own up. I tried to save you earlier. I wanted you to stay with the Clippers. I said, stay with the Clippers, man. Be with me. Let's go down the shit together. Sports you. We here together. Nope. You switched up twice and you're going to be wrong again. But let's get back onto this one. So, yeah, like the Suns. I'm watching this game. Or the games, excuse me. I just... These Suns, you mentioned the effectiveness of Chris Paul. I don't even think it's just Chris Paul. I think it's naturally everybody knows their role and they just feel it so well. And they're playing together. And Monty Williams, the way that he speaks to these men and the way that he had a message with James Jones to message it to Chris Paul, and Chris Paul believed in it. And he's been in winning locker rooms. He's not been in a championship locker room, but he knows what it takes to win at least to get there. And he's taken long journeys and it hasn't really worked out. But he's heard their message. He's heard what they are trying to do, their theory. And now it's their time to fulfill it because they have a guy who's going to play to that. Talking about Chris Paul. When he says play defense, he's going to be the one who's setting the example on defense beforehand. You know what I mean? So with that being said, he is the main factor. I think that you're right in the influence, but all these guys are definitely buying in.
Yeah, and it definitely it's even like 10 times sweeter when you got guys like Cam Johnson making threes, Mikal Bridges making threes, Drake Crowder making threes. Like
Campaign basically having like a revival inside.
Cameron Payne
inside
is rejuvenating, whatever the fuck it is, revamping his career. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Greg Anthony had kept saying it. They had said, or somebody had said it, he was too small to play basketball. And look at him now.
Yeah.
Making a hellified run with the Suns.
I definitely think so. And I think that just another two things to bring out about the Suns, because the Nuggets, again, they're just undermanned. They got hit with injuries, and as much as you have an MVP, and they're going to make a run, and they're going to have a good team, Michael Malone, don't call him Mike. Michael Malone knows how to get his team ready for the next game by calling them out. He keeps on doing that. He has a history of calling them out, telling them exactly what's wrong, and here, we got to execute it this way. And he doesn't hold his tongue, and he's talking about how soft they are and all this shit. So let's see how the Nuggets bounce back, because it's so fun, of course, to watch Jokic just be able to play with everybody around and be the quarterback of that team.
Of course.
Now, let me just top it off with the Suns part. Mikal Bridges shot 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. 50% shooting from the field, 50% from 3,
right?
100% from the free
throw
line,
like that. That just makes this Phoenix team so much sweeter. Is that like they got real Swiss Army knife guys?
You have to so DeAndre Ayton on an offensive standpoint is going crazy. You just mentioned how much of a difference he can make on Jokic. Maybe it's because he has a good matchup on Jokic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a pretty
He's
even
good size. Can play the similar type of speed, you know what I mean? He's not gonna be one that's gonna overwhelm you with like his footwork or anything.
Right.
But Jokic will still get his. Of course, we just read his numbers. They're not terrible, but Jokic comparison numbers, I think he's dropping 37 for the whole entire playoffs over the
so far.
So anyway, not only is DeAndre Ayton performing almost like the best player on the team, just efficient wise, and then you have Devin Booker being like the Kobe of this team, and then you have Chris Paul being the veteran leadership that's putting everybody in the right position. We're talking how much Rondo makes a big difference on the Mavs. Think about Chris Paul he's basically like times 10. And then so you speak about Chris Paul, he's the main part. I just think that it's everybody putting in their own work, putting in their skills together. So I'm really happy with how these Suns go, being that I lived in Arizona for a little bit, but overall I think the Clippers got him in the next round. We'll see what happens. So gifted,
man. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one.